Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Build your own power instead of being jealous of another man. This is very important because you get some guys out here, they more worried about what another man is doing. They getting mad. They getting mad on what he's saying, what he doing, how he living. Don't worry about that other man, because the time and energy you spend worried about him, you could be building your own thing. You could be, say you jealous of a man getting women. Okay, fine. What are you doing to get women? What are you doing? Say this guy got, he got a good body build. He's letting the barber bless him. Are you letting the barber bless you? Are you hitting the gym? Are you trying to figure out your style? Because the time and energy you worried about him, you could be doing something. Let's say even just money. Let's just say money. You see somebody out there, they got money, they can pay for everything. Okay, what are you doing to build up your money? What are you doing? What type of education or certification are you doing? What are you doing so you can live like him? Or even knowing what he's doing. Because, yeah, there's some guys who will say something like, well, we got to know what he's doing so we know what we're working for. First of all, you don't worry about that next man. Because the only person you got to worry about is the man in the mirror. You worried about your own power. Because while you looking at him, there's some people looking at you. And what does it matter? How's that helping you? How's that helping you? The time and energy you spend. Because you get some people out there, they get mad at that guy. They saying, well, he's doing this, he's doing that. How's that helping you? How's that helping you? I remember there was a guy on this website. I ain't gonna give the website because I'll just say it's a website owned by this lady. And I remember this dude was just mad at me saying, well, he talking about me, got all this charisma and stuff, but I'm still making money. I'm still doing my thing. And I'm like, why you worried? People called him out on it too. They say, why you worried about him? Why don't you do your own thing? Or you get some people, they see somebody, they can see somebody on social media. It don't have to be me. It could be anybody. They can see them and they mad at them. Say they gonna do this or that for what? The time and energy you spend plotting against them, you need to be working on what you gonna do. What is your plan? What is the things you want to do in life? What you want to focus on? What power do you have? You need to be working on your own power, your own gifts, your own talents. You need to be building that up. Because that other man probably don't know who you are. That other man, he doing his thing, don't even know who you are. He ain't worried about it. You need to be worried about yourself. You need to be focused on yourself. This is very important. This is very, very important. You need to be building up yourself. You need to be building your body up. You need to be building your knowledge up. You need to be building your money up. You need to be building your way up in every way. Because it's your life. That other person, that person don't know who you are anyway. Only time you worry about that person if that person is directly, and when I say directly, like consciously know who you are and messing with your life. And even then, you build your stuff up to stop them. But a lot of times what I'm finding with a lot of people out here, they worried about some person don't even know them personally. That person don't know you. That person don't know your name. How's that person stopping you from doing anything? Because you get some people, they'll get focused. Like you get some, as this young lady, a friend would call them crazy fans, obsessive fans. They worried about somebody else. They focus on everything they doing. It's like, hold up. Why don't you stop? Why don't you focus on what you need to be doing? Your talents. This person doesn't know you. As I said, this person doesn't know you. This person could pass away and still don't know you. Then what? Or what if this person decide they don't want to do that job anymore? or that business or whatever they got famous with? What if they go on to something else? Then what? If you, as a man out here, you have to focus on your life. You have to focus on what you want to do, where you want to go. You have to focus on your mission. Your mission ain't like the other person's, and it don't need to be. And you're not in competition with that other man. You are not in competition with that other man. I don't care what he's doing, even if he's doing something similar to you. Your only competition is with yourself. You worried about what you do, what you're good at. You worried about living a sovereign life. This could have halfway been on my sovereign man video thing. And really, if you live in a sovereign life, you have control. You worried about getting your own house where you sleeping. You worried about doing the things you want to do, learning the skills that you need to know to get where you're going to get. Don't worry about that other man. Don't worry about it. What's that other? How's that helping? How's jealousy helping? Now, I've talked about this before, and I remember there was somebody who commented about, well, that could be a good thing. No, it ain't. Because you focus on that other man instead of focus on the man in the mirror. Don't worry about it. Because even for what I do for these videos, sometimes people will throw some name out. I'm like, I ain't worried about them. We doing something different. I don't care what they do. I'm doing something different. I'm worried about putting money in my pockets. I'm worried about influencing people my way. I'm not worried about that next person. And you got to think that way. You got to think that way. Because you got some men out here, they hating on another man for what? But usually they don't have anything going on. And really, let's just be real. They hating on that other man because the other man is doing something but that they're not doing. Think about it. They ain't have anything to do with that other man. They're not doing it. Yeah, that one man might have put out 20 books. And you getting somebody hating on him. But that's only because they have that man hating on him hasn't put out one book. Instead of worrying about that, why don't you worry about putting out your book? Or becoming that chef or whatever you want to do. Becoming that attorney or doctor, whatever you want to do. Because the other man has worked hard to get to where he is. Why don't you work hard too? And anybody this is for, it's for. But if you build your own power, don't be worried about whatever. Don't be worried about that man who might be taller. That's their genetics. You be the best man that you can be. You build up the power that you have. You build up your talent. You worry about yourself. You don't worry about the next one. And I'm going to tell you what, while you busy worried about that man, somebody might be worried about you. And that's still a waste of time. That's still a waste of time. I want you to think about that, all right? I want you to think about that. Build your own power. Don't worry about the next man's power. Only time you even be a little bit concerned is if they messing with you, and a lot of times they not. In fact, I would tell them, I was like, why are you wasting time with that person? Keep doing what you do. Because that's the same thing. That is the same thing, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I want y'all to really think about that. If you're talking about power, build up your own power. Don't worry about the next man and what they doing. They doing what they doing. You do what you supposed to be doing, all right? And I want y'all to think about that. And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.